Hello Infernoble friends, welcome to this new video. Here we are going to analyze in depth my match number 5. That's right. So as you can see in the title, we are going up against Tenpai. Okay, so I think we knew this was Tenpai because in this match we lose the dice roll and the guys say I'm gonna go second, and you know what it means, okay? Our hand is super awkward, like probably the most awkward hand in my entire run in all events. Uh, 3 access to equips, because to render double field spell, and remember we only played 2 museums just because of the reason, because I didn't want to break on redundancy of equips, and it happened once at least only once. And which Sparrer, which are nice, like Sparrer is kind of big, but we can utilize him. Yeah. So how should we begin? Well, ideally, because we have so many museums, I'm gonna start with one and hope he Ash or Ogre this. Like, please do it. I think we just go plus if that happens. He doesn't. So, okay, now we have a big trouble. Museum hand is dead. Angelica Summon won't get any museum. Yeah, that's too never, right? Unless we do something about it. Okay, so pay close attention to this game. So first, and we're gonna cause a maze for some the witch. Why a maze? Because redundancy. Our game plan is going to be to get it back once again. You know what I'm talking about. We have to figure how to access Maugis in this combo line. Maugis should put back the maze and then we could utilize it later. So let's see if witch goes through. The guy says think, which for me means Imperm Veiler Mourner. Yeah, we gotta pay attention to those. But he let it go. So now we just go straight into OSS, cause the museum, because again, we have a lot. We have one in hand and probably one more, yeah, that it's gonna get off Angelica, so that's fine. Get Ricardero, no effect. Why am I doing this weird play? Because even though sometimes I like to normal summon my bricks, like you see this hand and you are like, yeah, you probably normal summon Sparrer, not this time. Because we have to access Maugis, and I decided that the best way to get Maugis was going to be, normal summon Ogier Mill Maugis. And if you pay close attention, we set up the perfect cost tree for Maugis. We have a maze, Durendal, museum. This means that we are gonna have our museum in hand is gonna get one of those, and then Angelic is gonna get the museum that we are about to put back in the deck, and that museum is gonna get the other equip. So by following this sequence, we set up the perfect way to solve the problem of breaking of redundancy. Like I told you, you can get away with just 2 museums and just 1 of equips, but you gotta be really smart about how do you manage your resources. And for me, this was the best way to approach this hand, this scenario. Yeah, he thinks again, but let it go, which I think is fine. Usually people don't hit Ogier, and of course he has no idea how important is it for us to get the Maugis. I mean, I think we could get Maugis regardless, because, you know, Angelica and then mid Maugis, but this makes it so much better, because now the Angelica can get the museum, which is huge, losing a free museum, you know? We get back the tree. Now, Sparrer is not gonna be wasted, because we could freestyle into summoning the Uppercutter or a Dempsey, that those guys make Sparrer life, or just Ricardero Broyer effect, summon Sparrer. So we have multiple ways to utilize the guy. So I was not too concerned about normal summon Ogier. And we draw Uppercutter, which is crazy, like, yeah. Now this, for me, makes it so I have a clear path into what I am supposed to freestyle with. I should, at some point, Ricardero summon Uppercutter, and that way Sparrer is gonna be live, alright? But not now, let's save it for later. Just go into Angelica, get museum. So now the opponent only knows 1 museum, he doesn't know 3 cards in our hand, which is good. Now we can go with the museum. Get the Durendal. Why Durendal? Basically, why the dead equip? Because I want to use it in Angelica. So it makes sense to get the dead one and then save the live one for later. And at this point, it happened what I didn't want to happen. He had the hand drop and he used it on Angelica's second effect. I think it's good. Everybody is like, yeah, that's the choke point of the deck. Without this soul, now you cannot do anything. But guess what? In this weird hand, we can totally play around it. you just have to be smart with how you freestyle, okay? So what should we do here? Well, I think it's really good the fact that we have a level 4 tuner access. That's right. Remember that we are not playing Oliver, so that's not needed. Just Ricardero, uppercutter, and the sparrer. And the upper is the key. He's tuner thanks to Ricardero. So next step, makes Charles. Now, why so early Charles? Because we could have wait and use our bodies into Link Climb and then Charles. For me, it was important because I don't want to get Warrior Lock. And Charles says, Museum won't Warrior Lock you. Now, Museum summon Ogier without the lock. And yeah, now we can make the DMC. DMC can get us Renault. So what am I trying to set up here? I'm trying to set up Roland. So even if Angelica got negated, we still have Charles with a pop. Because against Tenpai, I think that pop is really huge, especially if it's like on the field spell, so we have spell negates for the power spells. Yeah. Now let's see what happens. We get the Amaze. Now we utilize the effect to loop Sparrer, which I think is huge, because we didn't have access to Gearfried, but guess what? We can loop Sparrer multiple times with Renault and then later on with Amaze. So I think that's huge, so we can make a bigger board. Usually I would maybe use just one recover as Sparrer extender and the other as follow-up, but against Tenpai you just have to all in. Follow-up doesn't matter if they kill you, you know? So now we utilize those bodies to make the Promethean and revive the upper. And why upper? Because Sparrer is a pseudo extender. For him to be an extender, you gotta control your boxer on board. So you have to be smart about this sequencing. As you can see, now we are achieving what I told you. Sparrer being summoned like 3 times in the turn. Now we get the Roland. Now we could make another Synchro challenge, but we are not crazy, we don't play 2, and there will be no point. You just activate Roland effect. This is sad, because Roland, we don't have more equips, so we won't be able to get the Roland Search. But, I mean, that's fine. We opened like 3 equips plus the equip of Angelica. We did our best. In a different scenario, that Roland would have been good at getting follow-up, but now it won't get follow-up. That's fine. We can live without the follow-up. As you can see, we summoned the SP and now we summon the other Charles because we utilized multiple museums. So at the end, and now this is my spice touch in the end board. Maugis protecting SP from battle, so they cannot just summon a dragon and kill him in battle. And I think that's huge. Like, the hand was super weird, you probably remember it. Our sequence, our game plan allow us to end on 1, 2, 3, 5 interruptions through an impermanence on a choke point. I think that's pretty good. Now that doesn't mean we are going to win, but I think we did the best we could. I think I just proved to you that, hey, Infernoble can make huge boards, it can get away of tricky situations, and you can play around the choke points of the deck depending on how you freestyle. Okay? That's all I really care. Now, all we gotta do is try to utilize our interruptions the best way possible. So let's see. Imperm on Charles, and I think we were like, yeah, sure, we didn't want to chain him because we have the pop in the other Charles, so we might as well keep TDT turn off more time. But then he changed the droplet, cost 1, 2, and this means he got away with negating everything. Yeah, he negated everything, but we still have the pop in the what is its name? The Promethean pop. I mean, that was Exodia hand right now. I mean, let's see what else that he has. And he goes like field spell protecting him from a Promethean in main phase. But the guy had Exodia, as you can see. He can revive, he can search. I think he's gonna make the level 10. Now he searches and discard. Yeah, I don't remember if this was the exact line, but I do remember he achieved the Synchro 10 in main phase. That means there's nothing we can do, man. Absolutely nothing. I think the best we could have done was maybe chain Charles to cause the Maugis to get a draw, to maybe get lucky on the draw. But at this point, I think when he used this, I wasn't sure about the last card in hand. I think that was the reason. So I was like, maybe Moggy's making sure that SP doesn't die is a good thing. But at the end, it turned out it was not a good thing. Because now he just OTK us because I forgot the droplets having attack. GG. He's just gonna keep attacking, and Promethean became dead because we couldn't use it in the main phase and also in battle phase. So I think he just had the Exodia hand, which beat our awkward hand through imp. So if you put things in perspective, I think that was a pretty solid game one. Like I don't care about losing. I care about we did a good end board with a bad hand through an imperm on a good spot for an imperm, but the guy opened the nuts. If we opened the nuts, of course we would have beaten his nuts hand. Yeah, okay. Let's go to game 2 now. Okay, so I guess this is where game 2 begins. As you can see, we open Tune an Engine and then Stake Maugis Witch, which I think this combination of cards are really powerful. I could probably make a full end board just with those three, regardless of what I draw of Maugis. So let's see. Should we start with Stake or with Witch? I don't think it matters because the guy is gonna say Standby Phase Shifter. Why not Draw Phase? I don't know, I don't care. Shifter means no wombo combo. Are we losing? No, because remember we had a game plan against Shifter. We were not on Crossout, we were on Baguska. So all we actually need is just, reveal Maugis because that's the card that we're gonna use, and don't reveal the Ash. Get the Extender, normal summon Maugis. You could have normal Pantera, but I'd rather keep an Extender in hand. And yeah, pass. So we have Baguska and Ash because Ogre's dead. And the guy had Eclipse to out Baguska, and we, to be honest with you, I was really close to say, sure, I'm gonna lose to like for 1 second I forgot the interaction that Ash can negate Eclipse, which is huge in this game state, unless he has something else to out Baguska. But like I was about to say okay, and then I remember before I said or did any action, so I was like, Ash, Chainlink Tomb. I mean, it's Spanish, you know. Encadenó Ash. Yeah, that's what I said. And we are still on the game. Yeah, that was close. And the guy made use Heatwave, so he probably thought that he was going first. I guess Infernoble? I don't think so, pal. But I mean, Heatwave worked, I guess, because now he's not playing through my Baguska under Shifter, but next turn I am not playing through his Heatwave, so we are like flat-gating each other, like hardcore flat-gates, you know? So, pass. Our turn, we draw, it was Gearfit or another stake, like could be in the inverse order. But I mean, the point is we do nothing. If we change to attack and attack, like, we are losing our flat gate, and there is no way we let that happen. So it's pass. At this point he draws a Kaimen. We don't know about it. Okay. Summons Shifter. Summons Fenrir. Set pass. So what should we do here? You know, it's a hard game set because it's simplified. But if we just let him use Fenrir and his unknowns against us, our hand is not super powerful, you know? Like, it's not like we have heritage museums or generate a lot of advantage, like Witch is cool, but we don't even have a good free cost for Witch right now. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking the following. I'm thinking, the stake is dead because we only play one target for it. Now, I put the math, okay? The chances of getting a stake and Rasen in the same opening hand was like 3.5%. That's like 7 games every 200 games. Or 3 games and a half. Let's say 4 games every 100. Like 1 every 25 games, to put it simple. Yeah, that's not too common. I didn't even get to play more than that games. So, but now stake is dead, which make it the perfect cost for Witch. But of course, don't forget your Pantera is a free extender. Utilize your free extenders first. Now, it is activating hand, so they could change Fenrir, but they know that Baguska is still there negating. So, time to make a play. SP, which means, I'm not gonna win, But if I get the full combo and you only have 2 cards in hand, I'm probably gonna win regardless. So we go for the back row. He chains it, and here I think we misplay because we should have chain SP to get rid of Fenrir, and we didn't. Yeah, remember, I'm not gonna sell you the idea that I'm playing perfectly these replays. I'm just recreating them as how happened, but I should have chain SP here. I think it's the end of the world. We are gonna get another chance later. Yeah, he gets follow-up. But now we have to utilize our own SP somehow. The only way to do it for me, if he doesn't use the effect and get banished, is link line. But now with some witch, use the effect, set, and he uses the Fenrir. And now we are forced to SP to save our witch. Yeah, we're getting rid of the Fenrir, which is good and bad because we probably wanna. I thought about leaving his Fenrir and getting my SP away, because remember, you don't want SP your EMC. It conflicts with the Link 1 Charles. But in this moment, I actually need the SP there. He's the key to link climb and combo. Okay. If I use the SP earlier into the SP and Fenrir, then yeah, which could have done a similar job. But I actually think this ended up better for us, you know, saving the SP. Like right now in this moment, not even when I made the replay, right now I'm thinking that this had a positive thing. The positive was, this is not costing a body, a monster, it's costing an equip. I think that's good. And how do we utilize the SP? Because there is no warrior lock yet. Like, you could just Ricardero revive, or you could wait, make the Promethean, and then Ricardero revive, and now you have Promethean as an extra interruption, which is cool. Yeah, revive him or Magus, it doesn't matter. Now we can combo. I mean, until he tried to stop us, but I think he didn't stop us at all. I think he had no hindrance, yeah. So we just combo. Get the 2 equip, this is standard, yeah. Get 1 back to trigger Angelica, standard. We're saving the Gearfried because there is no way we can prevent Nibiru, like make Gearfried live under 5 summons. So we might as well hold him until we can have an equip permanently on him. Yeah, and this sequence where we won't get double link 1 because we have to use Museum early, at least we are getting, like, you know, a follow-up. Now we pop the Promethean, we make the link 1, we summon the Turpin. Oh, and remember, in this list, we are crazy, we are on double SP, so I think we utilize that here. Yeah, that's good, it came up. And now we can end on a decent board. And I really like Gearfried in the end board because he's the perfect answer against Fenrir. So we are having right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interruptions. I think that's great, 6 interruptions against 5 cards, but they trade 1 for 1, so it's actually just 4 cards against 5 interruptions. We have the lead. We took the lead at this point. Yeah. Yeah, but we didn't pop the Fenrir because we have the Promethean. That we had to pop the Promethean. Now he tops a Ghost Ogre, which is good. Now we use, oh yeah, and in the end phase we equip the Roland because we didn't have Angel Ring access, but we might as well equip the guy that get us follow-up because we couldn't equip Mavis. Remember, we used her super early when she was the cost for the original. So if we are not getting a +1, we should get a different type of +1, yeah. So now he uses the effect, we give in the gate. Now he goes, yeah, that was the guy that we knew, that he searched. We go SP banish, because when there is only one, they cannot use the effect to try to synchro summon. And he had the Ghost Ogre, which sucks for us because Gearfried cannot prevent it. So we just take the L, he resolves, we get SP negate and destroy pretty much. But it's not over, because we have our own Ghost Ogre, so that, yeah, that's just karma at its finest, at its quickest, yeah. And now he tries to use that, but we have the negate, so GG. And that's how we won the game too, which I think it was crazy. Remember, we got Shifter, we got Heatwave, and we won. So let's move on into the game 3, which was super exciting. Like when I was on this match, man, I was super exciting, like I just said. If I win or lose, it didn't matter to me. The match was exciting, and that's all I care about, having fun and having really good matches. So here we are, game 3. We opened Double Dash Stake Upper Witch. I mean, it sucks that we opened duplicates, but man, we opened like the best of our engines. A good normal summon, Stake, and Witch. So I think we can push through a lot here. Please, no Shifter. No Shifter, we go to main 1. Main flip 1. Reveal Upper. Summon Rasen. Get Pantera. This is crazy because this is all +1/+1. Like thanks that we don't thanks to the fact that we are not breaking on a lot of normal summons, we can get plus bodies here and plus bodies here. The best of both worlds, literally. Should I play Vanquish or Boxers? I decided to play both, and it worked out pretty well. Now we summon him. Now, usually your decision tree here could be really complicated. Like I'm not saying always in this instance summon Sparrer, keep Pantera. It depends. Like you could just keep your Sparrer in hand and then make a rank 2, so that way your next tender is Pantera. And then how is Sparrer going to be live? Is if later on you go into a Dempsey. In this moment, I am choosing to not going to Dempsey, going to Banshee. But why Banshee? Banshee means popular. Popular means original. You already have original with Witch. Yeah, my game plan is bait. And also, it's still a lot of plus. Don't get me wrong. Like, popular is the reason that we can link climb with the SP. Remember SP, Banshee? You will see. So I don't care. Which is still a free body that gets me follow-up. I value that. So now we make the technique. We link climb like this. We have the Appaloosa. We don't have to invest more bodies. Now we get a free cost for the original. And also, Pantera is live. So in this sequence, we got Pantera live way later in the line, but it worked, you see? So now we cost the Ash because it's duplicate. Why not the Rasen? Because the Rasen could be the cost for my original, you know? Yeah, exactly. So now revive, and now we are having extra bodies on board because remember we played double SP, we could end on 1 more SP. And now we already have the extra level 4 for the Roland +4 into Charles, yeah. So these Almays should translate somehow into Trigger Angelica. There's only 2 ways. Roland level 1 that can trigger Angelica, or Renault, summon Renault, get back an equip, trigger Angelica with that equip. In this case, because we have so many free bodies, I'm not sure. Oh, it looks like it's still Renault what we did. Ah, yeah, I see why. Because that way, the me is gonna be the Roland. Yeah, remember, you always want Angel Ring against Tenpai, especially post side. Please. I don't wanna get sucked by the droplets again. So now we trigger Angelica. Yeah, we get the Roland. We got the Charles. I think we have everything at this point. The SP. Yeah, we chose to summon the SP early because what if he's holding Nimber plus Nip? We may as well have the SP. Yeah. Now we trigger this. Now we summon him. We equip. We pop. We pop one. That's important. We are getting rid of the follow-up because of the matchup against Tenpai. Please top deck me another hand drop or extender, please. Ash. Oh, maybe I'm misremembering. At the beginning of the play, whatever we cost, it was something else. Oh, I remember. It was a Turpin. I think that makes sense. Why he didn't get banished. I'm getting too confused at this point. Yes, keep with me, okay? We didn't start with the Ash, and we draw the Ash, okay? So we end on double Ash. Again, doesn't matter. I think I could just shuffle back the 1 Ash because we only need 1. But I'm trying to recreate the replay as accurate as possible. and the guy had one hand trap Nibiru. He didn't use it when he could. I mean, he didn't have a chance to use it, you know, because we could have chain SP before summoning the Pelusa. So it actually didn't matter. But now we just use it. Of course, at this point, I was sweating cold because I was like, oh no, Imperm plus Veiler or something like that. If it was Imperm, we have the Charles. Thankfully enough, only Nip. So we are good. We are good. We still set up the FTK board. Now please try to break it. Let's see how you do. So we have still 3, 5, 6 interruptions, 7 interruptions. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so he goes with Eclipse draw phase. Remember, you always want to protect your Angel Ring negate. So you just do that there. Now, you know that you could Ash Eclipse. Don't do it, please, in this game state because your ring still applies, so you would waste ring and the Ash. So now we get a draw. Let's see if it was a hand trap. Probably not. Yeah, it was just TTD, which probably doesn't matter. Now, Cosmic on the ring. Usually Cosmic is bad, but right now it was live. Not good, just live. And we have to decide, do we let it go? Because to be honest with you, against Tenpai, I don't think they have Dark Ruler. I don't think they have evenly matched. It doesn't go with the game plan of winning. So I think we could just let it go and save our Charles negate, because that negate could be on the field spell. Oh, never mind, we negated. But I'm telling you right now, this is not right or wrong answer. This is debatable. Okay, so if I didn't negate, I think it's fine. Now he goes pros and yeah, gets negated with the ring. He only costs 3. At this point, I think I'm winning because he only has 3 cards. We still have a lot of interruptions. He went 1 for 1, which is what we wanted. Yeah, he goes normal summon effect, Appaloosa negate. Oh, when a battle phase, we kill the guy, and I think he scoops. Oh, battle phase, yeah, Kaimen. I mean, he was good because he baited all the spell negates, but we had the Ash. We were better, and he scooped. Yeah, so that's the game 3. I think it was really exciting. It was exciting when I played it, and also right now that I'm remembering it. So hope you like it, hope you enjoy it, and hope you are learning something, at least something good, something useful for you. And if you like Infernoble, please don't lose faith in the deck. Trust me, the deck can do amazing things, but you have to learn how to do 0 misplays, or as few as possible. Okay, so that was all. Thank you for watching. And what was the next one? Against Tenpai. Okay, yes, pay attention for my next video. I think it's gonna be amazing. Have a good day.